Hey guys, okay, I had no earrings on and I was like looking at the camera and like something was missing, and the earrings now all the difference, right? Okay, so this is kind of a Christmassy video in that there's two kind of Christmas looks. So today's the 26th, the day after Christmas. My family is supposed to do Christmas today, but my brother's flight got canceled this morning and I don't know what we're doing now. So I kind of have a Christmas look today, and I also had a Christmas look yesterday, which I'll show you in another clip. There are 5 items here that were sent to me by SKINSTORE, i.e. I went through a whole list and picked out the things I wanted to try. There will be a 25% off code for the majority of the makeup in this video. It's Jennifer W. I'll link everything below. So there's the new things I'm really excited about. So let's go through those first. Eyeshadow, first of all, very red, very red. And we have this shade from Illamasqua. It's a red. It's kind of a cool red, but it's maybe a neutral. Not as red as this, but this is very warm. So that's the shade there. This is a very dusty formula, but there are no issues blending. And I expected a lot of fallout, but did not have any. So I don't know. And that's what you can see on the outer edges today. Eyeko does eyeshadows. Did you know this? I did not know. So when I was going through the list and I saw this palette, I was like, I've never seen this before. So this is number 2. So there's 3 palettes. The first palette is very like a warm neutrals. This one kind of has a cool tone vibe to it. And then the third shade range is a darker, warmer tone. Look at this green. It is as good as it looks in the palette. I've had a lot of time to play with these. You can see it definitely looks used. This, so good. So good. I have that bronzy tone all over my eyes, and then I incorporated the red in there, and there's just 2 colors on the eyes today. This side is the darker side of the room, so you're just gonna see this side much more, and this side's like a more blown out look version. We've got this Décolleté Dip and Glow highlighter. I have seen this a lot. I just never picked it up. And I'll show it to you in a clip, and I'll have swatches for you guys, but it's very pretty. It's kind of translucent and it just blends right into your skin. It is kind of, I don't want to say it's cool tone, but it's white. It could look icy on someone that's deep and warm, which you probably wouldn't like, but I think a lot of people can use this because of the formula. It's very, again, translucent-y. And then the Décolleté Loose Powder. This is in the shade Lucent Beige, and I have this on in a clip that I'll show you. It's so pretty. So my holy grail loose powder is the Kagendo My Fanshi Natural Lighting Powder. We talk about this constantly. It is still my holy grail. It has been my holy grail for a really long time. I'll go through and discuss all the powders like near the end of this clip to compare and contrast for you, but this is blurring. I got this shade, but I think a lot of people can wear it. It's not lucent as in like it's glowy. It's not glowy at all, but it's definitely translucent in that there's a little bit of coverage, but not a lot. So this one is kind of in between. I could use it under the eyes sometimes, but more so on the face. It just really depends on where you're at, like the condition of your skin and your age, etc. So packaging is beautiful. Like, look at this. I love it. I love that. Oh my, hold on. Look at this box. So pretty. Look at the inside of this box. Also the highlighter box. Look at the inside, like, come on. Okay, so those 4 items are new to my collection. To round out the rest of the products I'm gonna show you in this clip are the By Terry Blush CC palette. It's in the shade Beach Balm. And here's the thing. I'm not a fan of the By Terry scent in the products, but I love a lot of By Terry products. I recently picked up their concealer. I repurchased that. I used to love the Doncelis foundation, and the concealer is the one I picked up again. There's 4 shades in here. This is, I thought was going to be more of a highlight, but it's like just a really, really light blush. So if you're really fair, it might work on you, but it doesn't show up on me. The other 3 are beautiful. You have a peach, a bright pink, and this kind of more nudie tone blush. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the clip where I have on a lot of this makeup so you can see what it looks like on the face. On the eyes, we have the green from that palette, the warm reddish brown, and then we used the bronzy taupe shade on the lower lash line and then lined it under that with the green. So it's very multidimensional, really, really pretty. And then on the outer corners, I blended in that red single shadow from Illamasqua to give it even more you know, Christmas vibes. So no bronzer, but the glow from the cheeks is a mixture of like that peach and pink from the by Terry palette. And then the highlight, which I think is really pretty. It's very natural looking. Again, I think it'd look even better on bare skin. I have it down the nose and then the height of the cheekbone where you see a little bit of glimmer. And then up here is actually a shadow from the palette, which is one of those really perfect brow bone shades that is there and it reflects ever so slightly. I'm curious to use it as an actual highlighter on the skin. Did a little double, almost triple eyeliner action with the Décolleté, this fancy liquid liner. And then on the lips we have like the peachy one from Wander Beauty, and I just put a little lip balm on it so it had a little bit of shine to it. This is my go-to like concealer lip when I think I have a lot of eye makeup on and I can't afford to put like more color. Like I love using this. If you have any kind of cream blush that is like a peachy tone or whatever undertone matches your lips, highly recommend tapping it on. A good formula wouldn't or shouldn't dry out your lips. And then last but not least is this Décolleté Lucent number 12. I think it looks so good. It doesn't have a glow, but it isn't super mattifying. It mattifies a little bit, and in that it blurs. So I think it's so pretty. I have it all over, under the eyes. I use it as my entire powder situation today. It looks like it has tint because there are different shades, but on me, it just disappears on me. I also kind of like my hair today. Whenever my hair starts to fade, it always fades very unevenly, so I get like a lot of different tones in my hair, which is really excellent for someone that doesn't get it professionally done. Okay, so that's enough out of supporting character me. We will take you back to main character me in the main clip, okay? Right, so that was the makeup. I thought the look was so pretty. I love the green on the eyes. So the complexion stuff I have on in that video or in that clip is the Tom Ford Chaseless Soft Matte Foundation, which is what I also have on today. I did not change out any of the base products, so this is in that clip and today. For the under eyes concealer, I have the Peach Lowlighter from Rodial. Do you guys know how obsessively I talked about this for the longest time because I love the banana lowlighter. So this was released, I think, was it like end of last year, early this year, or last year? I can't remember, but I just obsessively tried to find this and I finally bought it because I like didn't want to pay full price, right? And now you guys can get either of these for 25% off, which is good for you, good for you. Anyway, so this was the under eye concealer I had on in the clip as well as today. Very, very pretty. It's not as glowy as you would think because I was used to the banana lowlighter being very glowy, but I have it on and I don't think it's really super glowy. I just think it's like really pretty skin. And then on the lips, we have the Wander Beauty. It's the shade Sweet Talker. I have it on again today. It's just because my eyes are so done in both today's makeup and in that clip, I wanted something that really kind of blotted out my lips, but still like maintained the shape. So very, very pretty. No gloss on it today. Yesterday I put like a lip balm, like a kind of a Laneige balm over it. Today, bare, just this. And then for the eyeliner, it's the Décolleté. Like, this is fancy. Like when you purchase it, there's like a little cartridge you pop in, and then it's rose gold and matte, and then you have to like twist it off. There's like a little metal piece here, and I just love the vibe of this. Very cool, very, very chic. So those are the eyeshadows. They're so pretty. Love this color, love this color. The kind of like shimmery white, it kind of flashes a bit of like yellow gold, so we love that. This is an excellent blending shade for my skin tone. There's that red shadow, the Décolleté liner, and then the 4 shades from the By Terry. And then I tried to figure out how to show you the Dip and Glow from Décolleté. So I only put it on this side of my hand so you can see. So this, no highlight. And then on this side, there is highlight, so you can just see there's just a very subtle, beautiful reflection. And this one doesn't dry down. So if you're someone that wants your highlighters to dry down, know that going into this is one that doesn't really dry down. I would recommend it maybe more so for the nose and less so for the cheeks, unless you're wearing your hair up, right? That's the rule. You know, highlights that don't settle, you need to put your hair up, right? Kind of like lip gloss, that kind of thing. For blush, I have the Rodial Copacabana. It's this neon peach. It's like a little softer than it. Oh no, that is coming out pretty like real to life in terms of the shade. And we have that on today. We have, again, very light bronzer on and just focusing on like this. I mean, so good. Love it. Last but not least, oh, I didn't take this off. Do you want to take it off together? Okay, so because we love this powder so much, the Kagendo, the loose My Fanshi powder, this is the Kagendo My Fanshi Brightening Moisture Powder in Blurring Beige. Here's what it looks like on the inside. You just swirl it together. But between these three powders, we're gonna do like, you know, a little comparing and contrasting for you. And in this moment, I will tell you that this is still the holy grail. This is the holy grail for the under eyes. And I think anyone that has texture, fine lines, you have trouble with under eyes and setting and stuff, like you found the right concealer but you can't find the right powder, I still cannot tell you how good this is. It's it's the most perfect. I don't know when we will ever like dethrone this one. Okay, so that's for that. This Décolleté I think can easily move its way into my like top 3 to 5 because it mattifies and it looks really pretty, but not overly matte. It also blurs. This one doesn't do any blurring. This one just is like a finishing powder. This may or may not look good under the eyes depending on your situation. So that's where I would say that this has been relegated to like maybe a possible holy grail face powder. It's gorgeous. The Kagendo, I mean, this is kind of apples and oranges because this is a pressed powder. In general, my preference, if convenience wasn't a thing, I would always choose loose powders. I just like the way loose powders perform. I feel like I have a lot more control as far as like blending and buffing and choosing the areas that I want to place it. Whereas this, sometimes because of convenience or laziness, I just end up putting this all over my whole face and I'm like, I didn't really want to do that under my eyes. So pressed powders, I feel, are always less attractive under the eyes. So this one, when I first put it on, because I was like, oh, you know, it's moisture powder, blurring beige. It does blur, I'll give it that. It blurs for sure. When I first put it on, I was like, this is not moisturizing. I thought like my skin looked powdery. But then after like maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like I wasn't paying attention, this is what it looks like. Like, how beautiful. I look moisturized. It's weird. When you first put it on, you're like, oh, no, 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 no. And then it didn't look bad, but it didn't look moisturized, but it's so pretty. However, I'm still haven't tried it under the eyes yet, so I'm not really sure how it goes under there. Beautiful. This one, I think, can work on a lot of skin tones. This one has, because of that white that is swirled in there, I think if you are more than tan, depending on your preference, some people like a brighter powder. I think if you are less than tan, you'll be fine. More than tan, dark, deep, I skip this powder. It's gonna show up on you and like, you're gonna look ashy. Okay, so I wanted to quickly swatch the banana lowlighter and the peach lowlighter so you can see the difference in the tones. I think that will be helpful for any of you guys who are interested in purchasing this. I just love this product. I mean, you guys know I do. At first, I thought I would be able to just use the peach one as like a peachier version of the banana lowlighter, but the peach has so much more depth that I can't use it as a highlight, so I just use it as concealer, and because it's peachy, it color corrects, so I don't have to use two products. So that's the banana lowlighter, and that's the peach lowlighter. Let me blend them out. So you will see a little more sheen from the banana versus the peach. The peach, I think, it is less glowy on me, but it also could be because I am lighter. If you are deeper, it might give more of a glow. Thank you to SKINSTORE for sending this stuff over. We're gonna shift into another location and I wanna share other things with you, some skincare and some perfume things. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the Kate Somerville Exfoliate line. This was sent over from DERMSTORE. 20% off, I'll link the code below, but let's dive into this and my whole Kate Somerville journey. Yeah, and I'm going to share with you first my holy grail product that I've had in my, like, I know you guys are like, you never talk about it, because this is in my shower. Anything that's in the shower just does not get talked about because I don't see it. But anyway, this is the Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. This is that cult product that is green and then you put it on your skin. It feels a little tingly. It may or may not mean it's working, but I think in this case, with this product, it is working, and that's what you're feeling. And you put it on for a couple minutes, depending on how much your skin can bear. If you're really sensitive, do not leave it on for more than a couple minutes. I think even a minute, if you have sensitive skin, is enough for it to do its job. So I have like a long history with this product. So I don't know if you guys, if you grew up like around my time, then if you ever watched like E! News, Entertainment Tonight, and this was before social media, and they would talk about pre-Hollywood things, like pre-Hollywood, how do you say it? Pre-red carpet is what I meant. How estheticians would prep like actresses or models for the red carpet, or like how they would prep their skin for makeup, etc. Makeup artists would use this and estheticians would use this, and I was like, so it always stuck in my mind that this was like a very good product. And obviously, you know, I was like a teenager. I used witch hazel on my face like every day, and that's about it. And then I must have gotten a sample at some point, and then I became addicted. So don't judge me, but like, I'm gonna show you my stash. This is my stash. I know I don't talk about it, but I accumulate. Whenever there's a sale, I grab one. Whenever it comes as like a free sample or a points redemption, I grab one. The big ones go in the shower. These small ones, so I even keep the packets, guys, in the little small tubes, because I never travel without it. Because I know without fail, whether it's the stress of travel or being on a plane, my skin will need like a refresh, and it might need some help, especially if I'm traveling for like more than like a few days. This, and say like the Dr. Dennis Gross pads, those are the things that get me through hard skin times. Isn't this blush so pretty? That rhodial? Anyway, right, so judge me if you want, but I really love this product, clearly. I also always will, like when I prepare little like gift boxes that I will send to my friend, I'll always try to include one of these because she loves this too. She's an esthetician and she approves, okay, hold on, what is one of her favorite products? She loves the Exfoliate cleanser. So if I only use this a couple times, and you guys know I'm not like some kind of like cleanser addict. I'm not, some people, she loves cleansers. I'm kind of, they're fine. I've seen this a lot on TikTok, and it seems like people who have like more problematic skin have started using this cleanser, and it's helped them a lot, which makes a lot of sense because this line really does help your skin when you're having a hard time. So that's the, I will put an esthetician approval on this, but I like the cleanser, but I'm not like, you know, I don't have any strong feelings about cleansers. So this one and the IS Clinical, probably my favorite. The Tatcha, you know, but again, if you want the glow and you want to treat your skin, treatment, not like treat yourself, really good cleanser for that. So the third item I have been testing out a lot is the liquid exfoliate. I mean, look at this bottle, huge. Love the frosted glass. I test these kind of products, stronger ones. I believe this is AHA, let me double check. A 10% AHA exfoliating tonic. It also has papaya and a pineapple, and I think there's a lot of that in this line, which I love. If you are familiar with K-Beauty, I like K-Beauty for hydration a lot. They do excellent hydrators, but they don't do any kind of like strong renewing treatments. But when they do a treatment, they tend to use pineapple and papaya because they're gentle. So this does include that. The 10%, so what I did was I used it every night. So that's what I do. Anytime I'm testing out an AHA, I'll use it every night and then see when I start peeling or if it goes dry on me. I was able to use this 3 nights in a row, and only on the 4th day when I woke up did I see a little bit of peeling on my nose. So it is one of those things that is gentle yet effective. I expected at 10% for me to start peeling the 2nd day, or even because it's winter, I really expected like the 2nd time that I would have like dry areas and my makeup would not go on smoothly, or that would require me to exfoliate more because it is renewing my skin. 3 nights, which means, like I said, gentle yet effective. I use these like Derma cotton rounds. They're like the washable ones. They were really, really good. I don't have them, if I were to show you them, they're like dirty now, but they're really good because I've been looking to replace a lot of my like disposable type items in my skincare routine. Lastly is their Glow Moisturizer. I did not open this because I have 4 or 5 moisturizers open right now because it's winter. I didn't want to open up another one, so I can't tell you much about this, but it is in this lineup. And does this have any AHA in it? This has glycolic and lactic. So lactic is a more gentle one. This also has pineapple, pumpkin, and papaya in here. So this is probably between, I think these two might be the more gentle of the products, and this being the most gentle. This is just a random thing, but I have this goat milk moisturizing cleanser. I know I don't love cleansers in that way, but Caroline Hirons was talking about this. Like, she used to obsessively talk about this, and then like there's some kind of reformulation and they took it away, and then we had to go through the journey with her of her being sad about it, but then they brought it back. So I got this, I think, in like a BoxyCharm, so I'm really excited to try this out because anything Caroline Hirons loves, I'm like, I too would like to love it and enjoy it. So this is my whole Kate Somerville spiel. I do love their eye retinol. I believe I've shared that with you before. I think that was sent to me at some point, as well as the retinol and like the pump that comes out almost like a moussey foam. That's also gentle yet effective. Right, so thank you to DERMSTORE for sending those 4 items over, and I need to go put this drawer away because I'm just like, why am I like this? This drawer of just exfoliate only. Okay, so let's dive into perfume and scent. I have been on a scent kick lately. I go in and out of it, right? So like, I'll be really into candles and I'll be like, but the candles that we had purchased over like the course of November, December, now has translated into wanting a new perfume. So I'm wanting to try new things. So one of the first things I picked up, and I shouldn't have picked this up, but I don't think they have a smaller size. My goal for perfume is to not buy full-size bottles because they look pretty and they're beautiful to look at, but I'm like, do I ever go through a scent? But then I do. I've gone through like 3, I'm on my 3rd bottle of Glossier U. I have gone through bottles. So, but I think as I try out more and more scents, I will probably want to buy travel size more. Anyway, this is the Diptyque Eau Duelle. It is a vanilla scent, which I know, usually I feel like vanilla is so pedestrian, right? But the way it was reviewed and the way it sounds when people talk about it, it just seems very interesting. Okay, so I found some descriptors. We have spicy amber. Okay, but I mean, it's basically a mix to me of like vanilla and like a smoky vibe with a little bit of leather. So even though vanilla, I feel like can go very like bakery, cake shop, dessert, which is fine. Love that, even like cotton candy vibes. But if I'm gonna wear it on my body during the day, I want it to be a little more elevated. And this is definitely that. It's a little elevated, it's like softer, like it's not in your face vanilla. It just settles down really beautifully. It's not an offensive vanilla if you are someone that can be offended by a vanilla, because I can. I got the EDT. And I'm always someone that always prefers the EDT over the EDP. I am someone that like, I'm a 1 spray girl when it comes to perfumes, and I get headaches easy from certain things, even if I like the scent. So when I read reviews, and if like 30 to 40% of the reviews are like, oh, it disappears, it fades, it goes away, I'm like, that's the scent I want to buy. So I'm recommending this to you. I think it's so pretty. Like, it's very clearly vanilla. It's also a vanilla that maybe a guy could wear depending on his preferred scent profile. But I have worn this like continuously day to day and I'm not sick of it yet. So I'm pretty happy. I got the full size. It was on sale at Nordstrom for like, I don't know if it was like 85 instead of like 100 something. So yay. Okay, next up we have some Sephora things. They were doing a couple, okay, guess what's going on? Because Atelier Cologne is always on sale now and I'm worried. So the first one I got is Vanille Insensee. I have like a dropper, like a dabber bottle of this. I prefer, whenever you get like a travel size, I prefer a spray over a roll-on or a dabber 100% of the time. Unless there's just no other option, then yeah, I'll get like a roll-on. I just feel like a roll-on or a dabber, it's like you're touching the product onto your skin and then your whatever's on there goes back into the bottle, and I'm a little like, it's probably fine, you know. But okay, so Vanille Insensee is another vanilla scent that I like. So like I said, I have had this in my collection for a while. I just had, you know, samples and whatnot, and then these were on sale for like 21. And I think if you purchase at the right time, you could have gotten another 20% off of that, but I didn't do that. So This is kind of more of those like vanilla liqueur type scents, more unisex than say the Eau Duelle. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. So yeah, I don't know. We don't have to give like new review on this. I like this. Again, it's just, this is more strongly vanilla. They don't smell dissimilar though. So there's that. And I also picked up, I'm just gonna say Cedar Atlas. This is typically not a scent I would go for. This one is incredibly unisex and in fact more masculine if I really had to pick. But it's one of those like watery scents that kind of disappears. It's like almost like a male version of Glossier You to me. Because I think it has either ambroxette or something, you know, some derivative of amber where I really like it. And what spurred this purchase was I was looking at ambroxan and amber in general as a one note scent, and I found eccentric molecules. I feel like this was a huge thing in the UK with like UK vloggers years ago, and it just takes one note and then you can layer all of their perfumes. I mean, you can layer any perfume, but if you are really into like one note, which I am, I like a lot of amber and amber derivatives. This is something that was described as similar to one of the eccentric molecule scents, and they're kind of pricey and they do go on sale, but I don't want to get one until I can smell it. Like, I don't want to return a perfume. I mean, I'm not against it, but I prefer not to return a perfume. I like this. I actually, when I got these, I put the vanilla on one side and I put this one on the other, and like, there's something about this one that I just kept smelling and I really like it. It's not something I would wear every single day. This would never become like a daily for me, but I like having it, and I like having it for $21, and I like that it's a spray. So I signed up for SCENTBIRD. There's a variation of plans. You can do 1 cent every month, you can do 2 cents every month, 3 cents every month, and then you pay accordingly. So I think I did 3 months with 3 cents each, and it's like under $100, like 90 something dollars. And let's see, let's open this up. I got 3 cents, right? So you get 8 mils. So if you type 24 for each month and you multiply it by 3, that's like what, 72 milliliters of scent for under $100, which I think is a really, really good deal, especially if you're trying to try out scents, and maybe if you're like me and you don't live close to a place where you could go smell a variety of perfumes. I think super helpful. And this is kind of exciting. So they give you scent cards. So I have 3 scent cards here, and then they come like this. I think you get some kind of sprayer situation. Should we go there first? We'll go there first. So it came in this little cute pouch, and then you have the SCENTBIRD right here, and then you twist it up and there's a scent in here. So how do I do this? Oh, okay, it just comes out. So I can't pronounce this. Let me see, where is it? This is the name, and it's Somei Yoshino. I can pronounce that, I just can't pronounce the other word. So I basically picked this up because it said cherry blossom, and I enjoy a cherry blossom scent, but then when there was like jasmine in here, I'm not a big fan of jasmine. And then patchouli, it kind of threw me off, but I was also like, I could really like this. So let's do a spray. The alcoholiness of it dissipates pretty quickly. This is a really, really pretty cherry blossom scent. Like what you typically smell, you know, like say Bath and Body Works, or like who else? Walmart, I think, does a version. This is a very beautiful version. I like this mucho. But you know what? I think my mom loves cherry blossom. So I almost feel like she would like this more. Like I would wear this on occasion. Oh my God, speaking of cherry blossom, hold on. The Purex Cherry Blossom and Ginger, like crystals, I've never used these before until recently. Like I use the Unstoppables, but sometimes I notice like I like all the scents that I've tried. I'm not picky about like laundry scents, but with the Unstoppables, sometimes like on certain cycles, they don't fully disintegrate, and I get like little random ones like on my clothes or like on my like bed sheets or whatever. So I figured something like crystals might be a little more like they would probably melt down in the cycle better. Anyway, this is so good if you are into cherry blossom scents. I got off of Amazon. It was like 4 for $17, which I think is a really good price. And these are like big bottles. Anyway, so yeah, cherry blossom conversation. Okay, that's that. So let's look at the other ones. With the ones that don't come in like a little sprayer like container, come in like, these are actually kind of chic. They're like white, matte, and then the scent is in here. So you don't need, yeah, you could just pump this. You don't, I know I'm getting like taller and like shorter, but like I'm just losing feeling in my legs. So it's like we have to keep adjusting. This one is by this brand, Valmont. Right, so I got Fizzy Mint because I was talking about mint in another video with scents and how like, oh, it was the Shiso, the extra hour candle from Otherland, and I went on this thing about how a lot of brands don't use mint a lot, and when they do use it, it's like Christmas time, it's like vanilla mint or this mint, or it's like, you know, like it's not like a mint. So when I saw this is actually what prompted this whole SCENTBIRD thing, because I was looking for minty scents and I was like, ooh, this looks interesting. I was like, oh, where can I get it? And SCENTBIRD showed up. So the notes here are bergamot, verbena, and crushed mint. Okay, this is gonna be very minty, I think, because verbena is also very kind of mint vibes, and bergamot kind of also leans in that like sharp citrus. Okay. I smell all three very equally. Bergamot, verbena, and crushed mint. Okay, so guys, what is like, how should mint be done? I'm just trying to figure this out right now because I like this, but would I wear this on my body? Is it me? Like, is it on brand for me? I don't know. Very minty though. I don't dislike this. I'm just trying to figure out how. I wonder if I could layer this with something that would bring out the mint in a way that I like. Okay, the last one I got is from Lalique and it's called Soleil. It has cafe latte, almonds, pink praline, jasmine, and musk. Again, I saw the jasmine, but I was like, why do you, but I was drawn to everything else in here. So, as delicious as that first frothy sip of cafe latte, sitting back on fluffy pillows, nibbling on almonds, the sweet burn of caramelized sugar matching the roasted tones of the bean. That's a lot. Okay, so I'm just hoping for a sweet scent, maybe something coffee-like. Ooh, okay, slightly. There's just a little bit of coffee. But then it just feels like a fruity scent. I get a little bit of almond and praline. Musk. If there is jasmine in here, it is blended in a way that I do not smell it, because I always pick up on the hints of jasmine because it's like, it's one of those florals that I don't really like. Oh, this is interesting. I like this. As far as sweet scents go, this is like a big win. I really like that. I mean, if any of this requires an update later, I'll definitely share it with you, but that is a whole scent spiel. We'll end the video here. I feel like I've been rambling for a really long time and like I can't stand on my tippy toes any longer. The code for Kate Somerville at DERMSTORE for 20% off will be below. The 25% off for all the makeup stuff for SKINSTORE will also be below. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. I hope you had a good holiday and I hope my brother's flight gets rescheduled. Okay, bye.